Hello and welcome to another recording. This will be a tour of the shipyard. Now for some reason this map is not working, it's bugged out. So let's just try to go with this one. It's pretty small. They've updated the transporter system. It used to look transporter room, sorry. This used to look exactly like the first city transporter room, and now they've changed it and updated it to a more modern look, I guess. I think it must be from one of the shows, otherwise they probably wouldn't have used it. So let's continue. Again, you want to leave this area. You can transport back to your ship, or you can talk to the transporter about going back to the first city. I would assume this unlocks at some point because the option wouldn't be there if you couldn't use it, I would assume. Again, don't normally use a transporter pad. I normally just beam out, so I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so let's start with this top platform. Interact. Is this mail? Yeah, mail access. Both sides. Information, I think, about stuff. They haven't voice acted that one. Okay. Okay, just information. No one. This has to do with the difficulty level. This time, instead of your personal injuries like broken bones, this actually will affect your deflector dish, your weapon output, damage, your shield resistance. Again, you've got to repair if you've gone advanced or elite. So I always leave it on normal just because it's much easier to play the game, because if you don't have the repair equipment, there's no point doing it, and it costs quite a bit to repair stuff. Information about your shuttle, which you can get pretty quick just from playing the game. Equipment for your ship, consoles, weapons, equipment. Okay, so you got beam weapons such as phaser beams and dual beams, cannons and dual cannons. Is there a turret there? Yeah, turret. Torpedoes and mines. What else? Come on. There we go. This must be warp cores and engines and stuff. Oh, yep, deflector dish. So basically, your weapons are the fore weapons and the aft weapons, and normally the turrets will only go on a back. Omnis normally go on a back. Cannons normally only go on a front for the weapons. You've got your deflector dish options. Again, you're gonna get better drops than these, so you don't even need to buy any of this stuff. Impulse engines, shields, warp core. For Romulan ships, you got the singularity, which is basically the exact same thing as a warp core. It just has a singularity prefix to it. Some science ships come with a secondary deflector, so right under the deflector between the impulse and deflector will be a secondary. And the hangar pets, if you've got a carrier, you'll have a hangar of 1 or 2 slots, and you can have 2 different ships in there if you wish. Some hangar options only go with one particular ship. So I might actually tell you here. Yeah, any Katerian carrier. So you can't put this on any other ship other than a Katerian carrier. Same with some of these Romulan ships. There you go. Any full carrier. So any carrier, has to have full carrier in the title. Where it says Jem'Hadar Escort, have full carrier. Okay, what else? Consoles, I think, would be the next one. Shuttle weapons. These are of no use. I don't even know why these are in the game, to be honest. You can have a Jem'Hadar deflector dish, Jem'Hadar weapons, whatever, Polar weapons. Part of the set, Jem'Hadar space set, 3 of 3. This is just a normal antimatter core, and with your shuttle, you've got the exact same set. So you can put starship items onto a shuttle, and they're a hell of a lot more powerful than any shuttle equipment. So I don't even know why that's actually an option in the game, to be honest. Because even the shuttles will come with, when you buy shuttles, will come with a shuttle equivalent shield that can't go onto starships. And I've never understood the concept, really. Purchase consumables. These should be devices, like these items. Yep, there you go. So major components. This is from when you've got difficulty level. Couldn't even think of the word difficulty. It was difficult. Elite. So when you take damage, these are the components. So 2,000 per major major damage. I don't know if that's the maximum. Is that no minor, major? There are 3 different levels. I can't remember what the other one is, but I think the next one might be 5,000 credits for the next one level up. So you're better off playing on normal difficulty until you've figured out exactly what it is you're doing. Tech upgrades. Again, part of the R&D system. And what this does is it just gives you a bit of extra points. So when you upgrade something, you need a catalyst. These are what these called. They're called catalysts. And what they do is they upgrade the tech points a particular amount. And you've got different tokens for each thing. So that's a beam weapon token, cannon weapon token. So they're both energy weapons, but you still need a different token for each thing. There are universal tokens, which will upgrade anything up to the maximum. Okay, acquire ships. So in the first video, you would have seen you had 5 options of 5 different Jem'Hadar ships. If you hadn't purchased the Jem'Hadar from the Zen store, you probably only have the 2 options of the Jem'Hadar ships. So let's have a look if they've unlocked it now that I've opened. Yep, here we go. So basically you've got all the Federation, all the Romulan, and all the Klingon ships available at this point. So let's just go to the minimum. These are lieutenant ranks. So anything with a tick you can see as part of a Zen store. If you don't purchase these through the Zen store, you can't have access to them. So if you're new to the store, new to the game, I'll just turn that off. These are the ones that are available through here, the purchase of the ships. And as you can see, I don't have any dilithium because I haven't actually done any gameplay yet, apart from the training missions. But you can see here all the different ships. Now you're thinking, I want to do a Klingon playthrough, but there's Federation and Romulan ships mixed in. You can actually turn off the Warbird, which is a Romulan, and so on and so forth. So we'll turn every single thing off, and hopefully this will... Raptors and Raiders are normally Klingon ships. So there's nothing in the cruiser section. No science vessel. There you go, that's a Klingon Raider. No Raptors. Battle cruisers are larger. Obviously lieutenant cruiser, light cruiser. I keep thinking lieutenant. Light cruisers, Federation. Dreadnoughts are a larger ship. Carriers are normally larger. Shuttles, you'll have to like click on it to have a quick look. Klingon Defense Force. It doesn't actually say, but that's also a Klingon vessel. Federation, Romulan, Klingon, Federation, Romulan, and Federation. Fighters. Oh. I thought the Romulans had a fighter. As you can see. And again, for each one of these options, to go through every single thing, cruisers, you got the lieutenant, you got the lieutenant commander, commander, captain, rear admiral, lower, higher, fleet, I think. And as you can see, so every option will change the selection. Now, back when the game first started, there was an option for Klingon Federation and Romulan. For some reason, they deleted it and brought in a new system. I think they should have kept those options in there, because even though you can collect, any character can collect any ship, if you want to do a themed Klingon build, you want to weed out the Romulan and Federation ships. So hopefully they'll bring back the options for faction related. So if you go for Klingon, you'll keep the Gorn, Orion, and Nausicaan ships that are options in here. Radar, Kari, Master first. I know there is a destroyer. No matter. But there are Gorn ships in here too, but you can also buy some on the exchange. So that's where you can buy ships. Over here is bank access. So when you get a new ship, just say you want to activate a new ship, you might not have enough consoles to put all the stuff on. It might only have 10 consoles instead of 11. So one of these things has to be left in your bank. If you don't want to keep it in your bank, you can in your inventory. Sorry, you can always dump it into your bank to clear up some space. So that's why the bank is very close. Also, all the different varieties of weapons. You got anti-proton, disruptor, phaser, polaron, plasma, tetrion, energy weapons. You got beam arrays. You got 2 or 3 different types of beams. You got 2 or 3 different types of cannons. You got 2 or 3 different types of turrets. What was the other one? I think that's it. Then you got torpedoes. You've got quantum, chronoton, standard, plasma torpedoes, and mines. I think there's another one. Again, there's so many different options. So if you've only got a certain amount of ships, but you've got all that equipment, you don't want to fill it in here, dump it in your bank. Okay, here you can design your ship. A lot of ships, like I think these Jem'Hadar ships, don't actually have any customization. I think they're just a basic. Let's have a look. I have to click on it. Oh, okay, you have to click on it. Sometimes you can just hover over it and it will just change. But as you can see, there's a bit of a more of a patchy sort of look. It's more streamlined. It's more of a Federation grey-white look, I think. I don't think that did any different. Oh, we just made it a bit lighter. Okay. 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 And that's just the top view. You've got the bottom view as well. So, again, you want to apply it. You can actually, if you design a ship you really like, and you really like the design of it, and you want to, keep it, you can actually 3D print. This will send a request off to a company that will 3D print the ship, and you can actually get it at home. I think there are different size options as well, but as you can see, there are 10 different options. If you go to advanced, a whole heap more options. So if you wanted to 3D print one of every variant, you'd have thousands of different ships, and that's just the one ship. You've got to take into account there are a couple of hundred different varieties of ship in the game, and each different ship can have, almost 100 different versions of it. So I don't want to change what I've got. I'll just keep what I had. So I'll cancel out. Okay. And there you are. And you can do the same for your shuttle. You can change it. But because the shuttle doesn't get used very often, a lot of people don't change their shuttles. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for the fleet. The Starship Yard. Can I get ship? 4th. Don't want on a tier 6. I don't want Federation. Don't want Science. Don't want Escort. Don't want Raider. Raptor. Battle Cruiser. I could have sworn there was a Jem'Hadar Battle Cruiser. It must be level 5. Ah! Turned it off. I'm like, where are they all? No. Is that Klingon? Yeah. That's a Klingon vessel. Very weird looking. But I'll grab that. Done. So this is now in my Starship inventory. I will try to make this character non-Zen store options, apart from the stuff I've gotten, because I want good bridge officers to do not good bridge officers, but I want the specialties, because I do that with all my characters no matter what. But with ships in general, I'll try to keep it to free gameplay ships. So let's see. So these are the ship options. I've just gotten the new ship. As you can see, these things have no level number, and they have no quality grade as very rare ship for weapon. So that's a purple with level 12. This is a common ship weapon, and it's not even common, it's below common. There's no rarity to it, and there's no number. And this thing will upgrade with the ship. Standard issue, infinite upgrade. So basically, if you start off with the ship at level 1, it will be a level 1 torpedo. If you get to level 10, it will become a level 3 torpedo, and it will level up with you. But this is what I was talking about in the ship. You got the secondary deflector between the two options. This is a science vessel. And you can get special consoles from such vessels from the Zen store. Again, the mycelial spore burst is from the Discovery series. I don't know why a Klingon vessel would have it. I guess because of the Alliance, they're sharing technologies, but that's more of a Federation style console. So that's why I don't want to do these Zen store ships, because yeah, you got the specialty equipment that free-to-game players won't use. Because you're a Jem'Hadar and you've got a really decent set of weapons here, you can actually delete these, discard them. You can't take them to a vendor to sell them, because if you could do that, you could claim the ship, sell them, claim the ship, sell them, and repeat, and you'd have an infinite number of credits. So you can't actually sell these to anyone, you can't upgrade them, you can't do anything with them apart from just leave them there. Because they're not strong, I will just discard them. And I will show you how to exchange a ship, change your main ship. Okay. And discard. Now I'll take that off the ship. Okay. Now this is my main ship. This is the one I'm going to be flying around. If I wanted to fly this one around, I'll just ready the starship. Okay. And all the equipment, or most of the equipment, got transferred, as you can see. So if I ready this ship again, all these icons are these. Oh, whoops, sorry. Are these icons? So if I'm to ready the ship, you can see it change color as well. That's to do with the visuals of the shield. The shield actually changes the color, and in the visuals here, you can get vanity shields, and you can actually change the color to something else. So if you don't like this, I don't know if there's a shield that takes it back to the original. I think they should release a vanity shield that just leaves it as normal. Doesn't change anything. That would be a good vanity shield, just to keep it green. So I want to ready this starship. Hang on, what the hell? Everything should have transferred back. It did not transfer back. Okay, so again, if I've got 10 ship slots left, so I've got 13 in total, but I've got 10 left. Just say I had 0, and I wanted to make room for a new ship, but I wanted to keep this one but not delete it. I wanted to keep it for probably future use. I just dry dock the ship. So when I dry dock this, anything that's here in the inventory will go to the inventory slot. So I'll dry dock that. Voila. So now I have to drag everything back, or just double left click. But normally, when you're already a starship, everything should automatically go back. I don't use these devices, and as you can see here, they're the same thing. I can't make it 21. It starts a new stack after 20 to 1. Okay, so I can clear these out by double left clicking. But as soon as you left click, it comes up with the options. Anything that you have in your inventory and even inside your bank account will actually show up here. So instead of dragging it, I can just get it from here. Oh, yep, there you go. And it's taken it from here. So if it's in your bank, it does the same thing. Okay, I hope that was informative. I think that's everything I can do for the Klingon side of things. I may do another one for Deep Space Nine, because that is another, all factions can gather there. Federation, Klingon, Romulan, and Dominion can gather on the Deep Space Nine and do things. You can't go to the Federation starbase to do this sort of stuff if you're Klingon. If you're a Romulan toon that's aligned with Klingons, you can't go to the Federation base. If you're a Romulan that's aligned with Federation, you can't come here, sort of thing. But everyone can go to Deep Space Nine. Okay, thanks for watching.